Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Well, we're back here at Fred Bean's Mazda here in Abington, Pennsylvania to bring you the first 26 Mazda of the year. Here it is. It's a brand new 2026 Mazda CX-50 hybrid premium trim in polymetal gray, all-wheel drive, black leather interior. So you can let me know if you're in the market for this hybrid compact two-row SUV. What about this CX-50 hybrid? Is it the way you would rock and roll, let's say, over the RAV4? You can let me know as we go through the vehicle. So let's dig in. The front end of this 26 CX-50 in the polymetal gray, and we have a full spread of LED lighting across the front. We do have gloss black upper part of the grille with the Mazda badge. We have some gloss black trim on the lower bumper area, and we do have functional side air curtains. Now, as we come around to the wheel and tire package on this hybrid premium trim, please excuse my shadow, it is a 17-inch gloss black aluminum alloy wheel, Mazda badge on the center cap. Wheels are wrapped in Goodyear Assurance, all-season tires, 225 on the width, a 65 series sidewall 17s, all four corners, all-wheel drive. Moving on out, there is the polymetal gray with the flat black around the wheel wells and down around the door sills. Moving in closer, as you can see, that blue hybrid badge that was on the front fender in 25 is now gone. And we have a much cleaner look. Obviously, Mazda USA watches the Shabby's Rides YouTube channel and realized I didn't like it, and they took it off. But it's gone. I think it's got a much cleaner look. Gloss black side view mirror caps, LED turn signals. We have color matched front and rear door handles, a left side fuel filler cap up top, color matched roof, shark fin antenna, gloss black on the roof rails, panoramic sunroof. And then over the back we go. We got the roof spoiler coming off the top, the wiper down below on the glass. And then we have a full spread of LED lighting in the back. The Mazda badge in the center, CX-50 all-wheel drive on the left, and now we just have that blue hybrid badge on the bottom right of the tailgate with some gloss black dual exhaust finishers coming out the bottom of the bumper area. Under the hood of this 26 CX-50 hybrid is a 2.5-liter inline four-cylinder hybrid engine mated to an electronically controlled CVT, 219 net horsepower, 163 pound-feet of torque. That torque number is engine only. If that sounds familiar, this is the Toyota RAV4 hybrid driveline, but MPGs is where it's at in this vehicle. 39 in the city, 37 on the highway, and 38 combined. Before we get into the interior, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much? Well, you know what? Hybrids are expensive vehicles. This one's no different. Base price, 2026 CX-50 Hybrid Premium is $38,150. This vehicle has 3 additional charge options on it. We'll check those out when we go through the window sticker. Once we add those in, and a destination and delivery charge of $1,495 from Mazda's Madison, Alabama assembly plant, we have a total vehicle MSRP from the factory of $40,525. So let's check out the interior. Starting with the driver door panel, we'll move in closer. Black soft touch across the top. Then we have the black insert with the gold cross stitch into the brushed aluminum door handle. Soft armrest, flat black on the switchgear. And we do have a nice grab handle. And then we're looking at a large door pocket, and we do have the 12-speaker Bose sound system in this vehicle. Then we're going to have a large dead pedal brake and accelerator, full power with lumbar for the driver, power seat without lumbar, front passenger, black leather seating with the gold piping and the cross stitch, bolstering firm but forgiving. Headrests are firm but forgiving. Front passenger door panel, same action as the driver, except you don't get the 2 memory seat settings that the driver gets. Up on the dash, we have soft touch, flat black trim with, again, more black soft touch trim and the gold stitching into the heat and air vent. And then down below, we do have a large glove box. Coming on over to the infotainment screen, there it is. It's Mazda's 10.25-inch infotainment system, wireless CarPlay, Android Auto. This is not a touch screen. When you're using the regular screen, you have to use the dial down here, and that's the same way as it's been for quite a while. We go to information. You do have your fuel efficiency monitor, vehicle status monitor. Come on down to entertainment right there. And then you have your radio controls. We hit it again. Source list, hit it again. You have AM, FM, Sirius XM, Bluetooth. So they got you set there, including the Sirius XM, which is nice. Come on back down. Got your navigation. That's going to give you a compass reading because all the maps and nav will come through your phone in this vehicle. And then down further, you have your general settings right here. We have your in-vehicle displays, your sound settings, safety settings, vehicle settings, connectivity, right? Bluetooth your phone here and set up your Wi-Fi hotspot. And you have your system settings. Go to vehicle. That's where you can adjust the doors, interior, exterior lighting, right? Eliminated entry duration, that kind of thing. That is what's in here. So those look pretty good. A little bit of configurability in here. Not a ton, but not bad. And now we go to reverse. We have a large backup camera, but again, we don't have trajectory. And again, I'd like to see Mazda figure that one out. And then we can come back to park. And there you have it. Now, as we come down further, push button start. I do like how they have the HVAC system separate. We have dual climate with 3-stage ventilated seats and 3-stage heated seats for the driver and the front passenger, but we don't have a heated steering wheel. Would have been nice to see that. Down further here, you got a 12-volt right in the middle, and then you got an extra area for storage and a couple of cup holders in front of the gear shift. Then you have your Mazda key fob right here. Looks good. On the side, lock, unlock, pop the tailgate panic button. Nice and light. Then we have our gear shift with the gator to go through the simulated gears of this ECVT. We do have gloss black here, so be careful. Drive modes, which we'll check out when we go through the dash, including EV only mode. Then we have an electric brake, auto vehicle hold, and again, the dial to go through the infotainment system, volume, favorites for your radio stations. And then we have soft armrest. We can open them up, and once you open them up, you unveil your wireless charging pad right there. And then inside, you got a felt area for storage and 2 more USB-Cs. The CX-50 hybrid steering wheel, I do love the Mazda steering wheel. Looks nice, leather wrapped, 10 and 2 notches, nice width, Mazda badge on the horn button, round bottom wheel, but I have plenty of room at 5'11" to get in and out of the CX-50. Nice open and airy passenger cabin, flat black and silver on the switchgear. On the left, telephone voice commands, volume, as well as seek for your music info for the digital portion of your dash. And on the right, you got your adaptive cruise. No paddles. On the left side, you got your headlights, turn signals, high beams. On the right, windshield wipers front and back. On the bezel, right here, you can brighten dim the dash on the left, and on the right, you can reset the trip odometer. And then over here, you have your safety suite on or off, sensors on or off, traction control on or off, open the fuel filler door. There are the 2 memory seat settings for the driver that are on the dashboard rather than the door. And then we do have a manual tilting and telescoping wheel. And now let's take a look at the drive mode action in here. So here we go. We have power, I guess, instead of sport, normal, and trail. So how about that action? No snow, though. Like to see a snow. And then we are back here. And then if you want additional information, again, the center is digital, analog gauges left and right. You can get some additional information here in the center that you may want to see when you're going down the road. Overhead console, you got a spot for your sunglasses right there. If you want your LED dome lighting to come on and off when you open and close the door, this button remains off with the orange light off. So when you open the door, lighting comes on, close the door, lighting will dim out, and then the controls for your roof. So if you're just going to touch it once, the shade will go back over the back seat passenger since it's a panoramic action. And then the glass will stay closed. If you push and hold it in for a second, then the shade will go back and then the glass will open. Wind buffer comes up, glass goes back. One touch back on the glass, And if you want to tilt it, just push that switch up towards the roof. Tilts up, tilts down, and then you can go ahead and close up this panoramic shade. And it moves it at a pretty good clip, I would say. There you go. Rear view mirror, framed rear view mirror with auto dim, sun visor with vanity and an LED light. And does it slide? No, but you do have an extension. Getting into the back of the CX-50, but first the rear door panels. And what do we see here? All black. It's not the same use of materials, front and back, all hard black plastic, all the way down, except when you get to a soft insert and a soft armrest. I'd like to see them match the front door panels here. And now I have the seat set for my driving position, so we'll hop on in. Nice and easy to get into. I don't need to duck at 5'11", but I think if you're probably 6 foot or taller, you may have to duck. I have enough room once I'm in, about 1.5 inches for my head, shoulders, and knees. Now we have the leather all the way down, no seat pocket behind the driver. We do have one behind the front passenger. And then the back, 2 heat and air vents, 2 USB-Cs for the back seat. And then the rear seats, the same leather with the piping and the stitching and the perforation, nice and soft. We open it up to armrest, semi-soft, 2 cup holders. So overall, it's pretty comfortable here in the back of this CX-50, even though my knees are a little bit high, but that's because we got hybrid batteries underneath me. Getting into the cargo area of the CX-50, well, I have a power lift gate. You can pop it from the key fob, where you come to the back, and right above the license plate, there's a button. Beeps a couple of times. Nice electric assist on the way up. Nice electric assist on the way down using this button. And now with the rear seats up, 29.2 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this CX-50 hybrid. Underneath the floor here, we do have tools jack and a spare. So thank you, Mazda, for the spare. We do have some cubbies here for extra storage. We do have some hangers as well. And way in the back in this cubby, you do have a 12 volt back there for power, LED lighting, and you can drop the back row from back here, which I like by pushing this lever forward. So we'll push it forward, down it goes, push the right side forward, down it goes. And now with the rear seats down, we're looking at 56.3 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of CX-50. Now that is not officially as much as, let's say, a RAV4 or a Kia Sportage, but Mazda only measures their cargo capacity to your eye line. So if you're in the driver's seat and you're looking out the rear view mirror, seeing out the back window, that's your eye line. So they don't measure cargo capacity above that because they want you to be able to see out the rear of the vehicle so you won't have it packed full of junk. Window sticker time, here we go. 2026 Mazda CX-50. Hybrid premium polymetal gray. Standard equipment right here, left and right. And then we have our options, right? The extra charge for the paint, splash guards, and the cargo package. And then the premium package is included. $40,525. Fuel economy estimates. Government safety ratings. Final assembly, Madison, Alabama. Engine US, transmission Japan. Let's take this baby out for a spin. All right, so before we get started on the drive, I did want to demonstrate the infotainment screen. Now, as I mentioned earlier, when you're not in Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, you need to use the dial on the center console to go through the screen. It's not a touch screen. But some Mazda screens, when you hook into your CarPlay or Android Auto, in this case it's wireless, because you can see I got the wireless connection going right now with my iPhone, it becomes a touch screen. So let's see if this one does. And it does. Now you have to reach forward a little bit, but it's pretty responsive for your touchscreen action in this CX-50. So I gotta like that. Good job on that. All right, let's get this baby out on the road. All right, we're out on the road in this 26 CX-50 Hybrid Premium in the polymetal gray. Right off the bat, I got good visibility out the windshield, the side view mirrors, a bit of a B-pillar blind spot over my left shoulder. So you gotta make sure you look real good, but I do have good side view mirrors with blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, pre-collision, all that action in here for safety. LED exterior lighting up front and out back for safety as well. And I got the 10.25 inch screen, right? Wireless CarPlay, Android Auto. It's a touch screen when you have your CarPlay or Android Auto up on the screen. Heated ventilated seats, wireless charging pad, right? Drive modes. It would be nice to have a heated steering wheel. I don't know how you can get away with giving somebody heated ventilated seats and a wireless charging pad, but no heated steering wheel. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me, Mazda. Maybe you can figure that one out, as you figured out removing those silly blue hybrid badges off the front fenders. But overall, it's a nice interior in here. You got the leather, right? You got a panoramic roof. You got connectivity up front and out back. Seats are fairly comfortable. So you got power seats for both front passengers. So you got a lot of nice stuff in here. But you should at $40,500. It's a lot of money for a compact hybrid SUV. The handling, though, it's nice and light, but it's very direct, just like you would expect a Mazda's handling to be. And the suspension's well damped. It's fairly smooth on the road. The brakes feel good. Handles the turns very, very well. And we're going to go ahead. Feels good when you stop. We're in normal mode, so let's take off and see what she does. All right, so what do we have? We have a Toyota RAV4 driveline, right? The Toyota 2.5 liter inline four-cylinder hybrid engine and Toyota's eCVT. So this is not a Zoom Mazda powertrain. This is one Zoom. It's a Zoom, and that's about it, right? It's not going to be as zoomy as the all-gas CX-50, but it's getting big-time MPGs for a compact two-row SUV. And it gets off the line pretty well. I have to give it that for a hybrid. And you got the all-wheel drive. So you have gas plus electric motor assist front and back to get the power to the ground. So that's good. Now we got a skinny street we're going to turn around on. We have 18-foot turning radius. So here we go. It's not going to make it because this street is really skinny, but now you can see what I see in this rear view mirror. And I would just like to see some trajectory here. I don't think that's too much to ask. And then we can zip right around. Now, we're going to move it over to sport. We're going to move the drive mode over to power. So now we're going to have it in manual mode. And we're going to use the gear shift to shift like it's a 6-speed manual. So here we go. Yeah, you know, the simulated gears going up is towards you, going towards the dash is going down the simulated gears. It's okay. But it's an eCVT, which you don't normally see in Mazdas, right? Because this is basically a combo product between Mazda and Toyota. So this is my view of the CX-50, at least the hybrid one. And that is, if you like the RAV4 and you like this hybrid driveline, which I do, it's a very, very good hybrid driveline from Toyota. But you want a nicer interior and you want a bit better handling, then the CX-50 might be an option for you. You're going to get a little bit less in the cargo area than you will in the RAV4. But if you like a RAV4 and you like this driveline, and the hybrid driveline in the RAV4 is fantastic and it's very reliable, and you want a nicer interior and a little bit better handling, then the CX-50 is the way to rock. And that's how I feel about this hybrid. If you're looking for a zoomy Mazda vehicle, this is not going to be it. It's got about half the zoom Get the gas only CX-50 if you want a little bit more zoom, because then you're going to get a regular automatic instead of a ECVT. But you let me know what you think. If you're in the market for a hybrid two-row compact SUV, there's tons out there. I mean tons. The RAV4 is the top notch, is the benchmark, is the sales leader in the hybrid segment, right? But then you got heavy hitters behind it, like the Honda HR-V and the Kia Sportage, the Hyundai Tucson. From Korea, right, you have this CX-50 from Mazda with this hybrid. So you let me know what you would do. Do you go CX-50, maybe sacrifice a little bit of cargo room to get a little bit nicer interior and better driving characteristics, or do you go with one of the others? You let me know. You put it in the comments. But I do want to thank Fred Beans Mazda of Abington here in Abington, Pennsylvania, for allowing the channel access to their very first 2026 Mazda CX-50. This is the hybrid premium trim with all-wheel drive in polymetal gray for review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider commenting and giving it some hype points. That'll help the video out in the rankings, and I would appreciate it. And please also consider subscribing and turn on that notification bell so you never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.